Hi, Howell. I am just getting set up. I am running behind schedule. Like, when am I not, right? But being blinded by a light in here. So, calm this thing down. Woo! All right. Let's see. Get my cards. It's been a really hectic day. Hey, Alyssa. I know I'm yelling, right? Alyssa! Nah, I'm joking with you. It's just been one of those days. It's just one of those days. You got snow? How? We're supposed to get that tonight, actually, I think. Turn that back up. Hi, Valerie. Good to see you. It's been a while, right? Let's see. I think I just shut off my music. What happened there? Boy. Can't have that. Okay, so let me get these boxes out of the way. Get this. You guys are like, just hurry the hell up. Listen, patience is a virtue. At least that's what they try to tell me. Okay. I'm going to be trying some new cards on everybody tonight. Uh-oh, right? Uh-oh. I'm like, no! No new cards! All right. Let's see. What stones do these want? There we go. All right. Let me get this off here. You know, I'm horrible at trying to figure this mess out. How do I get it? Okay, I did it. There was a delay. I was like, did I do it? And then all of a sudden, boom, it did it. Okay. Let me get this. I'm not ready. I'm never ready. Okay, so let me get that off there. That should just be like a known thing, right? So how is everybody? Hey, Lisa. You enjoying your 420? That was a big hit this day when I lived in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, I got a bit of a sunburn, sun thing happening, still getting over. I did a craft fair out here, outside here, right outside my door. They were having a craft fair. Your sister's fun, okay? And it got sunny. It got sunny. So what happened to Rachel? Rachel got a sunburn. Yes, the sun and Rachel don't really, yeah. I don't tan, I burn. So recovering from that. Have a little bit of an allergy to the sun. Welcome to my world, people. So, as you noticed, you saw the graphic. Did you read my flippant little request that you think about something that you were grateful for? Well, I did. It kind of grounded me back, centered me in, because I've been going through a lot of stuff. Have been. And I actually pulled that card for yesterday that I did on TikTok from this deck, which I wasn't too sure about this deck. I will admit, Soul Truth Self-Awareness card deck. got a lot of fluff to it, I'll admit. And I'm not a fluffy sort of person. Well, you know what I'm getting at. So, daily questions that will transform your life. I don't know if they'll transform your life, but what the questions do is kind of rein things in a little bit so that you might potentially have a different perspective on what's going on around you and change what needs to be changed or tweak to what needs to be tweaked a little bit, okay? So I am going to do quick card pulls for people. And you know what? Do any of you guys have any questions? Are you familiar with the fact that I am teaching a palmistry class on SPTV? I don't know if I've ever actually talked about that, but yeah, I'm teaching a palmistry class on spiritualpsychicstv.com. Yeah, that was me having to think about that address. Sue me. I'm having a time of it, people. So I don't really want to just jump right into these cards. I want to have discussion with you guys. So with everything that's going on, and there's a lot going on in this world, right? Have you guys been able to focus enough to answer this one simple question? This was the card of the day. Have you been able to answer it? Just for the right now. I'm not talking about going over your entire life. I mean, just for over the course of the past few days, past week, up to right now. Okay? Because we all need to be present. And for some of us, it's harder than for others to be present. And actually, this may sound a little abstract, but if this is you, you'll understand what I'm getting at. It's harder for some of us to be in the present because we get pulled back and sucked back in by all the muck and mire that gets thrown at us that makes us have this repetitive thoughts, repetitive oh my God, this is happening again. So anxiety flares up, etc., etc. And there is so much being thrown at all of us right now that it's where do we turn to? Where do we look? Where do we focus? Or are we going to have to be those super multifaceted people and focus on everything all at one time? Very omniscient, right? Omnipotent, omniscient. One of those omni words, right? It's hard work. No joke, ain't no lie. That's hard work, right? Yeah. Mental health for sure, right? But stuff gets thrown at us all the time, Howell, right? So if that is what you are thankful for right now, then prepare thyself, because I'm going to read the back of the card. Oh, yes, we're doing this. We're doing this, okay? So, and Hal, you're the one that said it. You're the one that actually said what you were thankful for, grateful for, okay? Now, with this, in order to maintain this gratefulness, right, you need to adopt an abundance mindset. Now, this is just advice, right? Because remember, it's from this deck. We've never used this deck before. At least I haven't. It says adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all our problems. It's impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves health, opens our heart chakra, and changes our overall state. Okay? So, keep in mind that the universal law, that's what I'm getting into down here, of attraction, and we're not talking about romance or anything like that. We're talking about like magnetic resonance and frequencies and all that now, right? The universal law of attraction says that we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. Okay? So, there's even a little exercise down here. So when you feel your attention starting to pull away towards something troubling, and this isn't just for Howell because I have his name up there. I'll take that down now. But this is for everyone. If you think that you are in a happy moment, hello there. Thanks for joining from YouTube. If you feel you are in a nice, solid spot, everything's going along okay, but somewhere simmering, you're just waiting on that hiccup, right? You're waiting on the next shoe to fall, the next something to happen, right? To kind of blow it all up, right? This is what you are to do. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are continuously grateful for. And there go the police. Okay. Which one of you did something, huh? Which one of you? I don't have bail money. I'm just telling you right now. Okay, you're on your own. No. But there's a lawyer in my building. Hey, I'll see if I can do something. If it's to one of you, I can see. I'll call him. No problem. Can't call him. Anyway. This was not too bad. So, close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, think of 3 things for which you are continuously grateful for. Meaning, not just in the here and now, but throughout every part of your life, up to right here and right now. So yeah, in the beginning, I said, what are you thankful for right now? Yeah. As some of you had answers, some of you can figure that out, right? Some of you can actually visualize and feel what you should be thankful for, but there's going to be a time very shortly for some of you where your attention is going to be pulled somewhere else and maybe overwhelming. So remember, take that much needed time out. And you can put your hand on your heart. Don't have to. But what it will do is remind you that you are a physical being. It's all these little tiny nuances behind these exercises, right? And think of 3 things for which you are continuously grateful for when you do that. Make sure your eyes are closed and make sure that you can feel yourself breathing nice, deep breaths slowly. Okay? And that will get you out of that. Yep. So, I hear you. Oh, If you guys only knew. So, hey, let me tell you about some things that are going on, right? Like I said, I did that craft fair, craft show, craft thingy. Lack of terminology. Made a bunch of stuff. I want to show you. Yeah, this is where I do my spiel, right? So, let me get the pictures. I did a bunch of Shungite crystal jewelry. Okay. Boom. You see the prices, right? I even did all the paperwork and stuff. The pendants, the earrings is level 2 Shungite. Look it up, everybody. And the pendants have Super 7 and Shungite in them, and they are sealed shut. And I call them positivity pendants because each one is sealed with positivity. Yes, I say something positive to each one of them. There you go. Now, what is Shungite? I'm actually going to type that for you. Shungite. Since it might interest some of you. Look it up. It's found mostly in China and in Russia. Of course. Hope I didn't say that too loud. All I need is to be accurate. But anyway, I wanted to come on here and also say that, like I said, I'm doing the palm reading class on SPTV. I'm also going to start doing a couple other different classes on very culturally specific forms of reading palms, like Chinese palmistry and Vedic palmistry. I'm also going to start working on a class teaching madras, or madras, some depends on who you talk to, is how you pronounce it, which is basically how to work with the energy that's in your hands. Because there are chakra points, centers in your palms. A lot of people aren't aware of that. So it's a very, very interesting thing to get involved in. Hi there. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm just going to start pulling cards. And just so you know, readings are free. But if you feel like tipping me, that's my virtual tip jar right there. PayPal.me, Rachel G 1972. Used to be Rachel G Palmistry, but it had to be changed. Very long story there. What a mess that was. What a righteous mess that was. So, let's get back to the comments. How? You're getting a card. And you aren't getting one of these energy helper cards, okay, that I just did for the card of the day. You're not getting one of these. You, my friend, are getting one of these. It's a tarot deck. So I hope you're okay with that. And tonight, with this particular tarot deck, and I did say it, wanted a selenite mini tower to amplify itself. I don't know. But yeah, I do sit crystals on top of my cards. So thank you very much. Thanks for the compliment. Blue is one of my favorite colors. Water sign that I am and all. So how? What do you think your card's going to be? Okay, how Sarah wants to know if you know anything about that lace. She's still going on about her lace. Her lace. Doilies. Lace work. I don't know. Doilies. Not doilies. The kind you wear on your, like, on your hat. On your head, like a hat kind of thing. Just right here. So I get the impression that Sarah might have been Catholic? Why is Sarah coming to me right now? I don't know how. But the first time I came in contact with Sarah, she was all about her lace. I think like anybody cared, like anybody else cares. Remember, I told you she said that, as if anybody else cares. Well, she's hoping somebody will care. Because so much work went into it. She's got a message for you, how that I better put my hands on the cards again. So much work goes into the beauty that makes up life. And what makes it even more beautiful is that people don't see that work. If they can't see the work behind it, it makes it even more magical and beautiful for them. So don't add to the pressure pointing certain things out to people. What that means, I don't know what you're going through, how, but that's from Sarah. I'm kind of paraphrasing because it's all these little steps, repetitive steps that she had to take with her lace, with her lace making. And nobody fully understood. It's almost like she wove her own webs. If that makes sense. So I hope you think about that, Howell, okay? Yeah, I haven't forgotten about you, Chantel. Here's your card. Howell, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Can't make this up. Very quickly, it's all family. Ten of Pentacles is the Ten of Earth, Ten of Coins. It's attainment, it's growth, it's getting up to that higher echelon of where you can find that beauty. You can admire the work that went into the steps that got you to where you are. Like that beautiful doily that I keep seeing. It just takes time for people to see how you get there. It's weird, very odd. Don't rush them or they won't understand it. But this is your card, and it is a card of happiness. It's a card of attainment. It's a card of joy. It's a card of look at what we've done. Look at this. Look at this happiness. This card is for you, Howell. Good for you. Good for you. Now's the time to start explaining to others, if they have questions, as to how that lace was made. That was from her. I don't know. I don't know if I'm freaking you out. You're not saying anything, Hal. Come on now. Did you leave? Did you run away? What's going on? All right. That's it for you. I'm going to have inner dialogue with Sarah now. It's like I don't want her to be sad. Okay. All right. She's not sad. She's just like, she really poured her heart out into some stuff. Anyway. Okay. Chantel. Hey, Cindy. Good to see you, Cindy, lady. Chantel, you are going to get one of these new cards. Yeah. And what deck is that? It's this deck. Okay. That's her. That's exactly the truth, Cindy. Good to be seen. All right. Now, Chantel. Oh, we have one that popped up. Okay, we have a card that actually flipped up. This is it. So, let's see. Dang. Okay. How can I surrender even more in this moment? Now, Chantel, maybe right now you're like, what? What the heck? Hey, Miss Loretta Rose. Good to see you. Now, right now you're like, I just wanted to hear from my mom. What does this have anything to do with that? Right? Well, ask yourself, is there anything that you could or should either walk away from, let go of, kind of let go of, right? Just in order to find even more happiness and potentially a better life. You understand? We all have hurdles we have to overcome. So what is yours? So, on the back, it says, basically everything I said. Let the universe have breathing room to work. Meaning it's out of your control. The only thing you have control over right now are the decisions that you are actually making and the actions that you are taking in your life concerning yourself, right? Now, know this. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender. Today's mantra: I surrender, I accept all that I cannot change, I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. Now, me, on the other hand, just keeping it real, Chantel, right? I have a very hard time doing that. I do. I'm like, what? No. It has a lot to do with my moon, my astrology sign. right? My moon is in a very stubborn sign. And sometimes it's hard to just ride the wave and see where it takes you. But have you ever tried to swim during riptide? You can't. It's too dangerous. So sometimes things are out of our control. And the best thing that we can do is to just ride the wave and see where it takes us. Now, if I were reading your hand and reading your palm, I could tell you what that wave looked like, what direction it was coming from, meaning what facet of your life, whether it be career or family, friendships, relationships, that type of stuff, right? But doing cards right now. So that was your card. Okay? I know. It's a little different. It's a little heavy too. I'm just giving these cards a whirl, giving them a try. I'm not personally quite sure how I feel about them. Yeah, I said it. So they're going over there. All right. So I hope that helped a little bit, Chantel. And also, when it comes to asking a medium to speak to a particular spirit on the other side, let me explain something. Sometimes, those energies, those people, they aren't really at beck and call, right? It's like I want my great Grand Addie great Aunt Addie to just show up and I want to talk to her right now. Doesn't work that way. Because you know what? Maybe they don't want to talk. Maybe they don't feel like it. So beware of those mediums that are just automatically going to say, oh, you want to talk to your Aunt Addie? I'm just saying that because I did have an Aunt Addie. Then let me get her for you. Because, come on, all right? So your mom, but yeah, that's right, Cindy. You get who you get, right? So be careful of that. All right. So no, your mom does not have a message for you tonight. And I'm not really known to be a medium. I kind of shy away from it, to be quite honest with you, because I was told I get more like trance, like medium stuff happen to me. So, yeah. That's a little uncomfortable. Okay, let's see. Lisa, are you still here? Who's still here? Let's do a count. I have 2 Lisas. Whoa. Lisa Paris. Lisa Paris, are you still here? Yeah, I know, right, Cindy? Yeah. It's kind of like about a month or so ago, I had a really, 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 really bad mess up. I had a really bad reaction to some medicine, and so I was in that theta wave state, and there was a waiting line of people to just kind of talk through me. You could ask my sister if she ever pops on. Yeah, she heard all of it. Well, a good couple hours of it anyway. She lives 30 miles away from me. But I had her on the phone, and I was telling her about all the people here. And I was like, can't you see them? oh my God, all the people here, can't you see them? And I actually turned my phone around on Facebook Messenger to show her all the people in my apartment that to me were shoulder to shoulder. And she was like, what the are you talking about? Slightly embarrassed by that moment, but not all at the same time. So, so it's not comfortable for me to get into mediumship. And I guess that Lisa Paris isn't here anymore. And how he went off somewhere. I don't know. So, okay. Valerie, are you still here? Girl, you still here, Valerie? Valerie. Bueller. It's Valerie. I want to do a card for you. All right. Valerie, you're getting a card. And you're getting a tarot card. Okay, Valerie. Do you feel like something's been taken from you? What's anguish about, Valerie? Do you feel a loss? Do you feel like, why the did that happen? I got asked, where else do I do my lives? I also do lives. I'm over on Facebook right now, simultaneous to YouTube. But I also have a bi-weekly show on Spiritual Psychics TV, which is on YouTube and on Facebook. And I'm going to be doing, and they are UK based. So all their times that they have on their website are UK times. Just so you know, because I had a question, where else do I do my lives? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Un momento, Valerie. I also do TikTok. Yeah. I don't know either. But I do. Yeah. Okay. What is this about? Come on. You have a relationship issue. Yeah. That's the swords. Okay. All right. Chantel, I'm going to get to what you said in a second because it's so predictable. So that happens a lot to people. I don't know if you can see what Chantel just said, Valerie. But let's get to your reading here, okay? So if this is the Five of Swords, swords across the board are known as that kind of relationship stuff, right? Whether it's like, you follow me on TikTok? Yeah. Way to go. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. Now, if this is relationship stuff, and like you said, it's been eating away at you, look at the anguish here. Look at that. You have so much stuff going on here. And this is, even though this is all sword, which is that complex relationship stuff. I mean, it's super heavy, right? The fives are change. Is a change card, right? But remember when I started this whole thing out by saying, what are you grateful for? Do you know what you could be grateful for? Uh-huh. I'm going to tell you right now. What you just said, and I just posted on the screen, is I feel like I know the answer, but I don't want to believe it. Do I have to tell you what to be grateful for right now? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be that. Valerie, listen, girl. Be grateful. The fact that you can pick up on it. It's your choice. Ball is in your court now. That's why you can sense it. Okay? Now, you understand what I'm getting at? Okay. All right, perfect. Now, you also have a murder of crows here. Not a very big one, but more than just a crow, right? And when you get a bunch of crows, it's called a murder of crows, which is obviously the demise of something, right? If we want to look at all the metaphors here, right? We also see somebody holding their arms out, being like, yes, it's done, free, and moving on. So is there loss? Yes. It's a 5. It's a swords. But it's meant to happen. You have all of this ancestral guidance whispering in your ear saying, hey, you feel this, you know this, act upon it. Ball's in your court, Val. Remember that. Okay? That's it. That's what you have to be grateful for. Be in the here and now. Be present. Listen to your gut. Think with it. Use it. That's what you have to be grateful for. All right. Perfect. Yeah. It's a hard thing to hear, yeah. Okay. And then let's get back to Chantel. I think this is fun. Because I'll tell you why. Your mom's just not ready to talk, probably. It happens. So, in the meantime, what else could you think of, or who else could you talk to different from your mom? Maybe there's someone else that you were meant to turn to. Think about that, okay? Because it all means something. Trust me. Signs are everywhere. Okay? And hey, you want a card? Not exactly sure how to say your name. I don't want to destroy your name. Cindy saying it took her dad 20 years. She understands. Oh, okay. So, you, the lone person over on YouTube, you're getting a card if you're still here. Okay. Shuffle. Okay. Have you been having dizzy spells lately? Any kind of dizzy spells or any kind of like euphoria kind of stuff happening to you? Like these huge waves of like giggle fits or laughing fits or anything, just like boom, and then all of a sudden it goes down. Picking up on some weird energy for you. But anyway, here's your card. King of Cups. Woo! Not only are you in full contemplation of everything going on around you, your heart chakra is open. Okay. Look at the card and the colors of the card. Okay. Are you familiar with the different chakras and the colors that each one has? Well, I'm going to explain it anyway and maybe bore some people, but hey, you're going to have to deal with it, right? Now, the majority on this actual card is blue, right? The majority color. Now, blue is associated with the throat chakra, which is for communication, okay? Now, the other thing is that we have this very red-orange color as the secondary color in this particular card, right? Which has to do with the root/sacral chakra, because there's a variation, tonal quality of that color here, which is where we hold a bunch of like esteem issues, how we feel about ourselves, even grudges, even traumatic things, right? But here you are, and this card represents you. And it's a King of Cups, which means that you have come so far from where you used to be. On this day of all days, you aren't sinking underneath the water. You're just kind of sitting on it. You're just sitting right on it, comfortably, meditating. Your crown, right there, just kind of floating above you as you are floating above the water. Now, kings, they're not just, how I put this? They don't just become kings because of their birthright. They're also made, aren't they? They become king. They work to become king. And this particular king has mastered the emotions that people throw at him and mastered the emotions he already has inside of him. So there's a nice balance. That's why he's able to do what he does. And that is why he has that role of the king. And why I asked you about any kind of like giggle spells, laughing, any kind of dizziness, anything like that. I was picking up on that when I was thinking about you. And sometimes when I think about people and I'm going to do a reading for them, I'll pick up on stuff that they're going through, energy-wise. It's just the weirdness that is me. Now, for you, I felt that. I felt like a little bit of kind of like if somebody gets car sick, a little bit of nausea, that kind of thing happen. That's why I asked you what I did. Okay. So, communicate. Keep communicating, because that is the predominant color. That means that's the largest, biggest, wildest used color in this card is the blue. And that is about communication and it's about emotion. Okay? So, express yourself. Get it off your chest. Pull it all out of the root that you have and just put it on the table and tell people this is what's going on in my life right now. People are going to respect you even more than they do now. Trust me on that. I hope that helped a little bit. And I'm just going to call you Issa. I don't know how to pronounce the first part of your name, and I apologize for that. That's my own ignorance. Okay. Let's see here. Well, Alyssa, are you still here? You're very, very welcome. Alyssa, are you still here, or did you run away? Did you run far, far away into the night? Alyssa, you've been on my mind. No, Alyssa. Anybody else have any questions? Going once, going twice, third time's a charm. It's going to be a quiet, quick night on my life. So, what do I need? Is that Z supposed to be there, Sydney? Are you trying to try out my brain right now? My brain is fried. Okay. What do I need to know for my highest good? For your highest good? I got an answer for that, if that's what you mean. Is that what you mean, Cindy? Z is I. Okay. All right. I got an answer for that. What do you need to know for your highest good? For your highest good, you need to know that it is always the following rule applies to everything. It's not just the recipe that makes the cake, meaning the ingredients that you measure out and that you mix and blend into the bowl to get that cake that you wanted, right? It's also the intent that you have while you are making it. That's what gives it its flavor. That's what will make or break it. So, what is your intent? Yeah, that's heavy. It can make or break you. Live altruistically, meaning live honestly. Live with pure heart. And know that it's always the smallest of details, the why you are doing something that means the most. It's the intent. Okay? Yeah. And Loretta's like, I love cake. Crack me up. Miss Loretta Rose, hey, I got a question for you, so I'm going to ask you a little bit later. Important test on Saturday. Do you think you'll pass your... Listen. Tests. Listen. Don't have fear. Okay? You go in and you finish what you can on that test. And if you don't get it completely finished, don't worry about it. You give it everything you've got. Give it everything you've got. And if it doesn't go well, guess what? Then you have your answer. It wasn't meant to go well. If you know you did everything you could to pass that test, and you gave it everything that you had, and you still didn't pass, then you know what? You just weren't meant to pass it. Think of it that way. Maybe you weren't meant to pass it that particular day. Maybe you are meant to look at some other direction, meaning some other interest that you have. Okay? Think about it. Don't be worried. Fear is the mind killer. How many times have I said that in the past, you people? You people gotta listen to me, right? Frank Herbert, Dune. Fear is the mind killer. If you want to fail the test, go ahead, be worried. But if you understand that you know the answers and you are going to pass this test, if you know it, every fiber of your being, it's like, bring it, let's do this. Do it. Go in there on Saturday and do it. Okay? So I hope that answers your question. Loretta, you and your cake, it still cracks me up. I just read it again. All right. So everybody, pass the test. That's right. Pass the test. There's even a test in Dune you might want to look at. Frank Herbert. Some of you guys know what I've been talking about. Frank Herbert. The book is called Dune. Yeah, there you go. Blow it up. All right. Any other strange questions any of you might have? It's just strange because my life's just getting weird. No? Okay. That's me for now. Thanks for following me on TikTok. The old TikTok. It's entertaining. Tonight's been so slow. It's like the universe knows Rachel needs a break. Oh, right. But try to keep it real. Thanks for stopping by. You are very welcome, Cindy. Sierra! Girl, you're always late. Dude, come on. Sierra. I'm just winding down. Sierra, don't cry. Don't cry. Listen, she's actually taking the palmistry class from me. What do you think of it so far? You have any questions, Sierra? Yeah, this is where I'm expecting you to give me a good review. No pressure. No pressure, Sierra. But yeah, she's actually signed up for it. I was kind of shocked, you gotta admit. All right, so that's me. And Loretta, I'm going to contact you in a few moments about something. And I will see you guys another time. And look for my card of the day on TikTok. Hello. Remember, you guys are loved. You are. And remember, like I said to you, it's the tiny things. It's those small things, the minutia, right? Tiniest of things that often go overlooked, that they matter the most because they pile up on top of each other and no one ever notices them. So the pile just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger until guess what? You got a ginormous issue. Okay? And that issue can be found in relationships, can be found in work, can be found in health, can be found everywhere. Okay? So pay attention to the small stuff. It's not small. It's not small. And remember, you're loved. And if you have any questions or you just want to reach out and say, Rachel, what the heck you doing, girl? You know how to find me. Thanks a lot, everybody. Good night. Good night, good night, good night, wherever you are. Bonsoir, mes amis.